Professor Lomax here with part 2 on hanging sheetrock and measuring. So this is what we're doing. We are measuring the overall length right now. So I'm pulling the tape measure there. Marcella, what's that last number?
138.6.
138.6 is what we're cutting right here, which is 138 3/4. You just stick this in there. Okay, you can leave that hanging right there. Now, it's kind of interesting how we're doing it. If you take a look up here, we are hanging this piece of sheetrock right here. So you want factory edges to be butted with factory edges. So we're cutting this edge right over here. We're going to cut that, but the factory edge will end up right over here because the other factory edge will come. Now we take this T-square. This is kind of tricky too, in a way. We hold the T-square there, we put our foot down, and you got to put your knee in the middle. If you don't put your knee in the middle, it bows up, and then the knife won't be able to cut in a straight line. It'll bow underneath it. Come, and we cut up like so. This is called scarring. Now, the problem is knife is really tough. These sheetrock that we're using, it's not the best sheetrock. It's not fresh, so it dulls the knife real bad. Real quick, not bad, but quickly. So when we go to break it and stuff like that, it's not as good as a new one. So it makes it a little more difficult. Now we come here, we pop that back, and we scar down this other side and cut through. Now you'll notice there will be a rough cut on the back because this was a brand new knife a couple of sheetrocks ago. I got to go replace the blade. This paper, this is not a good thing for the paper to be ruffled like that at all. Because really sheetrock is gypsum rock in between, and it's really layered with paper on one side and on the other. That's actually what holds the sheetrock together and what holds it up. We come here, we take this rasp right here for $5-6, and we straighten it down, make a nice smooth edge. Now, the professionals don't do this numbering system. Check this out. To draw lines. What's the first number, Beth?
18.4.
18.4 is 18 and a half. What's the next one?
42.4.
The numbers were? What?
42.4.
42.4. Okay, next one?
66.4.
66.4. Next one?
90.4.
90 and 4. Next one?
144.4.
144.
Can be 114.4.
114.4. Oops, so that's a little V there. And that should be it. Okay, now, we just located all of the ceiling joists right now with these lines, with those marks. And I'm going to take my little T-square again, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm just going to draw a very light line on there. I'm going to drag it on there. And the reason why you want to do that, you don't want to dig a deep line. You don't want to put your pencil in here and draw a deep line in there because you got to paint over that, and you can see it indents because it's so kind of not fragile, but it can dent in. Then you got to mud and tape all that, and you got to paint that. So the darker the lines, the harder it is to paint over. So I'm just going to show you. Just lightly put it there. The professionals don't need to do this because they have people that can screw the sheetrock off really well. You can see all the lines right there. Now we located all the sheetrock ceiling joists right here. And then we just put a screw right on the line. If you didn't have these lines, you'd be putting a screw over here, over there, or wherever. But once again, this would never happen on a professional job. So we're doing our own little home job, which takes a little bit of extra time to draw these lines out, but we're saving a lot of time. We're saving a lot of time in screwing off the screws up here, and we're not missing the ceiling joint. You see what I mean? So I don't have to go back and unscrew anything or fix the ceiling or do anything like that because it's in permanently, because we know where every single ceiling joist is. That's the whole point of this. So we'll probably have a part 3 when we go to raise it up, but that's Professor Lomax for the tip of the day.